Hey guys, I want to talk a bit more about Cloudflare and some of the settings in Cloudflare. So when you click on crypto, okay, so this is how you add SSL. By default, it should say flexible, but if it says full, make sure you turn it to flexible. The benefit of having it on flexible is that it lets you have, it lets your subdomains have SSL as well. So if you have it on full, only your main site will have the SSL, but when you have flexible, every site will be there up. And what else I do is I come down and I click on this and make sure make sure that it's on, so that it always uses HTTPS. Sometimes, a lot of times, you might notice some websites, it will say it's not secure, but if you go in, the SSL will be installed. But even if you install SSL, if you're not having the green top where it says the green lock that says secure, if it's not showing it, then what's happening is in most cases there is two versions of your website. One is the normal version, one is the secure version. Since there are two versions, the rewrite is not happening properly, and this kind of issues happen. So one easy, simple hack to do that is this. If you just click on this and automatically rewrite your site into HTTPS. You can also enable HSTS protection, but this you don't want to do this for for your client, for ordinary sites, but for your main site you do want to have this on. And yeah, so I also have it on, and yeah, so it's pretty much, yep. So, and yeah, as you can see here, it says automatic HTTPS. I have it off, so you want to have it on. So now what it will do is all this HTTP site will automatically get converted to HTTPS by default. So that saves you plenty of time. You don't have to know or go into a lot in depth. So that it's a one-click button. Okay, and the next thing, let's go to firewall. Usually you don't have access. You can create rules, but only when you have a lot of only when you're using the paid version, you have access to more firewall rules. Now we only have the basic because I'm using a free version. And then access is similar, and then we have speed. So speed here, if you just you need to tick on all these things. Let me go to my other site. Yeah, so here you want to click on all of these sites so that your website will be automatically optimized and put into speed. So you can also click this to have enabled accelerated mobile links, which is awesome. And then you can add these things. So yeah, you can have all of these on rocket launcher, and all this stuff. It's pretty good. This will save you a lot of time. So for example, if you want to look at the page speed, there's something called Page Speed Insights from Google. You SEO insights on websites. Okay, so for example, if we go here and we click on, let's say, unbound.com, it will give us guidelines that will help us give us a score. So this is the score for unbounds.com. It's showing these are the places that they need to be fixed. There are some issues with speed index. There are these things. You can actually go through them and fix them one by one. So you have some static server assets that are not properly caching up, all that stuff. So speed on, page loading is a very huge thing. Loading pages is a very
good afternoon. I hope your day is going well.
Shut up, Bixby. Oh God.
I didn't understand that.
So yeah. So you can go in and you can use Google Page Insights to get information on your website and how things are. So these will show you improvements on the mobile devices, on desktop, and as you can see, there's a full 99 score. So it's like awesome on desktop. Yeah, and usually some of the common recommendations are to minify JavaScript, CSS. HTML and so forth, and all of that can be done inside Cloudflare, and you don't need to be an expert to figure these things out. That's why I like Cloudflare. It's a great tool, and yeah, so this thing, and the next is cache. So caching, you can by default it's on. You just can have it to standard. Yeah, so it's always online. You can click this to go to development mode, and other things you don't need to like know much about. But yeah, so you can play with it. But this is pretty much the basics of Cloudflare that I want to talk in this video. It's a very awesome tool, and it gives you free SSL and bunch of other things. So I would definitely recommend Cloudflare with Cloudways or something similar.